What's up guys, Matt from MLHD Tech here. Today we're going to be taking a look at a little flash drive from SanDisk that features both USB-C and USB-A ports. So I picked up this SanDisk 64GB Ultra Dual drive that features USB-C and a 3.1 connections. My goal was to carry something around that I could transfer videos between the USB-C ports on my MacBook and other people's computers and like the school's computers without having to carry around any dongles or adapters or anything like that. So these little drives start at just $10 for the 16GB version. For $2 more you can get the 32GB version. The 64GB version comes in at $20. Then it goes up to 128GB for $30 and a massive 256GB drive for $55. Now I chose to pick up the 64 because I don't plan to edit off of this, just kind of transfer between my computer and other people's computers or other drives. And I just needed something that was easy to pop into my MacBook Pro with a USB-C port, pull it out and pop it right into anyone else's computers with the normal USB-A port without having to carry around any obnoxious wires or adapters or anything to snap onto my laptop or theirs. So the way it works is there's this little button and slider on top. You click it down, you slide it to whatever side you want. One side has the USB-C A port, one side has the USB-C port, and once it is over, it is clicked in and it is pretty sturdy. The USB-A port is definitely more sturdy and doesn't wiggle around because it's a little bit bigger and it actually hits the sides of the drive. The USB-C port does not retract whenever you try to plug it in, so there won't be any issues with that, but it is a little bit wiggly. I feel a little flimsy whenever it's plugged in. But that's kind of what you're going to get with a drive like this where it has both sizes. It can only be adapted for one, and obviously it's going to be the bigger one because the USB-C-A definitely takes up more space inside of the casing. But I definitely recommend it if you're working with a MacBook because there's been so many times where I'm editing pictures or editing video and I either need to throw something onto my laptop or I need to take something off of mine and put it onto someone else's computer. This makes it really easy because it has 150 megabytes per second read and write speed. I can just dump footage on pretty quickly, pull it out, pop it into someone else's computer and put it right onto their computer without having to connect any weird cables or adapters or go through anything else. Another thing with the read and write speed is it is faster than your average HDD hard drive. So if you really needed to, you could definitely dump some footage onto this from someone else's computer, slap it into your computer and edit on the go. I definitely wouldn't recommend it because you can just buy an SSD if you're trying to like hustle and work like that because those are definitely going to be faster. But for something cheap that has 150 megabytes, definitely faster than your average HDD, and you want to be able to jump between Windows and MacBook computers, it'll definitely get the job done and do exactly what you're looking for. And they're not too expensive. There's definitely enough space since you can get it upgraded all the way up to 256 gigs, which is definitely enough for smaller video projects. You'll notice right under the SanDisk logo on the side, there are two tiny holes. I was able to squeeze a little keychain through there, but it is kind of like an awkward placement because it's like right in the middle, and as all the other things on the keychain kind of like hang down, this kind of like sticks in the middle and like gets in the way. It hasn't been too annoying, but I definitely want to keep it on my keys just in case I ever need it. It's easy, you just won't forget it because you don't leave home without your car keys. The construction of the dark gray material is definitely a little bit more high quality than the silver part with the SanDisk logo on it. The silver part just feels like it wiggles around a little bit and like it would fall off after a while, so I've been careful with it just because I don't want any of my data to get damaged. But I feel like they could have just made the whole thing the harder plastic and it would have been a little bit thicker, but like it would have felt more solid. I just feel like the two parts don't stick together all that great. The slider also doesn't feel like the most high quality thing because it like doesn't give you a solid click when you click it onto the USB-C side. But I was surprised because normally some of these cheaper flash drives, whenever you click something in, you go to plug it in your computer, it'll just retract and you won't be able to plug it in, and then it's just a big hassle. But once you click it out and the slider is fully locked on both the USB-C and A ports, you cannot push them back in no matter how hard you try, so there's no way that you're not going to be able to easily get it into your computer. Another cool little feature that I learned when I was researching the product on Amazon is you can download the SanDisk app on your phone and you're able to dump pictures onto this from phones that have USB-C, which is kind of cool if you need to transfer something real quick onto a computer and you just have this in your pocket, or you need to back up some pictures from like a trip or something and you just want to take them straight off your phone and slap them on your computer. You can just run them through that app right on here, and then plug this right into your MacBook or any other computer since it has both ports. Overall, I'm pretty satisfied, and my goal for the product was definitely just to have something to be able to transfer back and forth from my MacBook to other computers that still have the standard USB-A. And for 20 bucks, 64 gigs is more than enough for what I need to do. Just dumping some video on and dumping it onto someone else's computer. It's definitely pretty quick. It's really, really simple because it has both ports, and overall that's exactly what I needed it to do. I'm pretty happy with it. The build construction could definitely be better. I feel like that's the only lacking part, but besides the build quality, it is like extremely functional and does exactly what I needed it to do. Therefore, I am happy with it, and it goes on sale every once in a while on Amazon, so sometimes you're able to get it a little bit cheaper than some of the prices I listed. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and leave a comment. If you want to check out some more of my tech reviews, make sure to subscribe and check back often. It's been Matt from MLHD, and we'll see you guys next time.